Overwatch review: How to master Genji. This guy's the super cool green ninja dude. This guy carries around shurikens, destroying everything. Well, anyway, this is a 3-star difficulty here, so you're gonna have to practice a little. But anyway, your shurikens throw an accurate 3-round bursts, or throwing a fan of 3 projectiles in an arc. They don't actually have any fall to like a drop, and also they have no drop on range. They just have a little bit of bullet time. Anyway, then there's Swift Strike. Rapidly dash forward and inflict damage on enemies, and eliminations reset the cooldown. This is just about key to Genji, because then, well, I'd say why is because, well, when you go around with this guy, you want to be at medium range. Like, this is not like in-your-face Tracer or Reaper. This is more kind of like middle-of-the-road, sort of, Soldier 76, like in medium range. But anyway, you can also use deflect. Deflect incoming projectiles towards the direction you're aiming, like I used there on that Pharah. And you can reflect mostly anything, even some ultimates, but not all of them. Then you have Cyber Agility, the passive. Climb on walls and double jump. This is what makes him super mobile, other than the Swift Strike. The Swift Strike works in a 360. I know some people say, hey, Tracer is the best on movement, but I'd say that Genji's a little bit better. Why? Because it's 360. Why? Also, Tracer can only go in horizontal. And yeah, you kind of want to be around your teammates sometimes. Like if you're flanking a bastion for them, like yeah, go do that. But hey, you always want to get on the behinds of people. And yeah, and also his ultimate, Dragon Blade. Use a deadly melee weapon, which basically just takes away his shurikens. You can still Swift Strike and deflect, but you can only use your sword. Basically, it turns him sort of like a weak version of Reinhardt with Genji's abilities. But anyway, those are his abilities, and yeah, let's get on to the tips. Like I said in my how to counter Bastion video, you can take down Bastion pretty easily using the deflect, but that's only one way. You can flank him and get to that crit spot, and yeah, you can do quite a lot of damage. And yeah, then finish it off with the Swift Strike so you can escape. And that's one thing about the Swift Strike. You gotta be at medium range, so then you gotta measure that health bar to, okay, it's down close enough so I can just Swift Strike into it. So yeah, Genji has very low health, so you're gonna have to keep an eye out for those supports and or health packs. Yeah. One reason that deflect. One thing is for sure, it can deflect anything, even up to like some ultimates and Widowmaker's sniper. So yeah, it's pretty fun to use. Like, I had a very fun time with it, especially in the new Super Shimada Bros playlist. But anyway, also I like to use the fan, the arc fan, the secondary fire of the shurikens on more like huge tanks, because, well, easier to hit. But then also on quick heroes like Tracer, or another Genji, or any other very mobile hero. And yeah, also I kind of like using that for groups of enemies, like on hardpoint. One thing is for sure, that for some reason this guy can actually do pretty well on defense. Just gotta be like good, like same way with Tracer and so on and so forth. But anyway, this guy is a double jump ninja, get anywhere, and also try to be the hardest target your enemy can hit. This is a very bad use of the ultimate, by the way. But anyway, one thing with Genji, which is just kind of obvious, some people are just, they kind of just think that Genji's like the rest of the attacks. Get in their faces, like Tracer, Reaper, Pharah, like all those. But they don't know that Soldier is, well, everybody knows that Soldier is good at medium, but then also it can do well in close quarters. But then, anyway, there's also those times where Genji can excel in close quarters sometimes. But I think that Genji is more of a frontliner-ish, like Soldier 76, only that the frontline part is mostly just because he can do the payload. Not like he can always can, but it's possible. And also keep in mind that sometimes Bastion can ult on you when you're trying to counter it. He can still ult while you're deflecting. And yeah. And anyway, and I noticed that the deflect reflects 100% of the damage, so it doesn't like do all that, but it still has like all the bullet time and stuff like that. So when it comes to your like Genji v Hanzo, you're gonna have to aim a little bit higher than his head, and a little bit to the side to where he is moving. And also be wise with deflect, because deflect is not really your escape route. Your escape route is that swift strike combo. It is what enables Genji to get around the map and to get behind the enemy. And here's where the ultimate strikes. But anyway, hit the like button, smack that sub button, and drop a comment, hopefully. And yeah, enjoy the video.